Why that woman stay mommy room? I not just make no big woman come out so. You be man, I know say body no be firewood, but no put time for mommy room. You like it, I no like her mommy.
Heba! My name is Wingonia Ikpi. I'm the director of The Lost Days.
Would you say you're richer than you were before you made The Lost Days? Financially?
I'm so glad you said financially.
Yes.
Being a first-time director and then being a female director, I did face, little, bouts of condensation. I kind of expected things like that to happen. So I try to minimize it by, first of all, showing everybody what I want. By the time I'm talking to you and I'm sending you a 125-page treatment, you can't think that I don't know what I'm doing.
Would you marry an actor?
Wow. I feel like I've been... Your meat stuck into the pot, put in all the ingredients, let it boil a little bit. Damana. Let me tell you what it means.
What does it mean? Let's start from you first. What does it mean?
Heba!
Heba! What's up, Nigeria? What's up, my peoples? Adon Paparella here, and you're checking out a fresh, refreshing edition of Movies Uncut, where we bring you some of those very special people who go through fire, ice, water, everything, just to ensure that, you have a smile on your face. These are the people making it happen for you. Now, them, they do all those films where you they enjoy, where you they criticize. We're talking to my sister, ladies and gentlemen.
Heba! My name is Wingonia Ikpi. I am a director. I'm the director of The Lost Days. And I'm so excited to be here today with you, Zidane.
We are even more excited to be here. Thank you for welcoming us into your very beautiful home.
Thank you.
You so very much.
You're welcome.
For those of us away there, they wonder, who be this person? What be Lost Days? What be Lost Days? In case they live on that rock. We're going to check out, some excerpts from this movie, and then we'll be back with questions for Wingonia Ikpi. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, Mom. What's going on?
I am traveling.
London? Paris?
Home.
The village?
I let fear force me into making a terrible mistake.
Jesus.
Kolawole.
Is it really you?
Hello, Kola.
She's my old friend from Lagos.
I'll let you talk.
Yes.
Why that woman stay mommy room? I not just make no big woman come out so. You be man, I know say body no be firewood, but no put time for mommy room. You like it, I no like her mommy.
Who are you? No, Kola, I say, who are you? What's up? What's up?
Mommy don't big woman come out so.
You they play.
When that woman they come on mommy room, I know they see her.
You have no right to ask that.
Sure you don't research woman finish now. You don't see say now good woman. You dey outside now.
You have no right.
I mean, he only did what any good son would do.
What did you find out from spying on my old friend?
She's very wealthy and she's a widow. She has a daughter. That must mean she's here for something that means more to her than just money.
What do you think that is?
You, obviously.
That's the festival coming on soon. If you're around, we can go together.
That would be nice.
Heba, you're welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, still Movies Uncut, you check out to Zidane Paparella Day, and we still get with us.
Wingonia Ikpi.
You forgot your Heba.
Heba.
Do it again.
Heba.
Oh, what's it going to put sexy voice? Hey, it's our Heba, eh? You don't enter market. All right, so Wingonia, you're welcome officially to the show.
Thank you.
I know you've been very, very busy, and we're very grateful, and we appreciate you giving us, your time. We know that you're on a very tight schedule. You just got off a set, actually.
Yes, I did.
And you're filming stuff. Can we talk, about that? What were you filming? Is it a new film, or what is it?
No, it's pretty much a Boxinia Blueprint project.
Okay.
So we're working...
Boxinia, that's your company, right?
Yes, Boxinia Blueprint is my company. And we are working on developing both the production end of the company and the talent management end of the company. So it was just something we're working on. It's a project. So, yeah. Expect that.
Okay, sounds really good. Wingonia, that brings us to The Lost Days. Okay, let's talk a little bit about that. Okay. The Lost Days is doing really well. I mean, organically, it's everywhere. I mean, on social media, everybody's talking about it. At least most people are talking about it. I got found out about it on social media in a group that I'm a part of. And it has been great and excellent reviews. You know, I mean, it's everywhere. So has that translated into cash for you? Can we say you're probably richer, you know, more money, you know, can we
I'm
share
richer in
it?
knowledge.
Can you share some money?
I'm richer in knowledge.
So you never make money?
I'm richer in knowledge.
You don't want to let us know, say you don't collect some back. You know, we like to ask these questions because we want people to know, we want to encourage investors to invest in the sector. People need to know that, you know, money's being made because it's just, most of the time, gloomy tales. People are, this thing we do, I will not be. So that's why we always ask you specific questions. Not because we won't come rob you for night. You understand? Or we want me to give us tight. Well, you give us tight, you know, bad.
Okay.
However, you don't make money or not, Wingonia.
I mean, wow, that's such a difficult question.
Would you say you're richer than you were before you made the last days? Financially?
I'm so glad you said financially.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, good. That's what we just what we want to know. You know, I mean, people want to know that at least, you know, there are prospects, you know, financial prospects in business.
There are prospects in the
because
industry.
we're in an industry where we're trying to get people to come invest. If we don't share these testimonies, we don't let people know that, look, some people, you know, at least they make, it might not be big. I mean, it's still a far cry from what they'll be making in Hollywood. But you know that at least if you invest, you know, there's a chance that at least you get your capital back.
Yeah,
people need to know
definitely.
this.
Definitely, because right now, a lot of, you know, great people in the industry are also working on solving a lot of the distribution problems that we are having.
Good.
So, yeah, definitely, it's a good space and place to invest.
Fantastic. That's what we want to know.
Okay.
All right. So now you are in a male-dominated business or sector in the economy. And we know that there are a lot of, I mean, my conversation with Baaj, he mentioned that he's worked with a couple of female directors, you know, but I know for a fact that, you know, the number, you know, female directors to be compared to the number of male directors an insignificant ratio. What's your motivation? What's your drive? You know what I mean? In a sector like this, you know, where big egos, what's your drive? What's your motivation? What drives you?
My drive and motivation is pretty much the chance to do better.
Okay.
You know, I want to do better. I want to do better than I did yesterday. I want every project that I touch to be better than the last one.
Okay.
And, you know, pretty much knowing that, you know, the fact that I continue doing this means that I have a chance at greatness is pretty much one of the motivations that I have going on for me.
Fantastic. Greatness is already in the making. I mean, your very first feature-length movie, The Lost Days. Your first feature-length film.
Yes.
It's scattered everywhere. Probably my best film yet this year. Best Nollywood film this year.
Ooh,
you know, so far. You know, I never see whether another one will come out yet, but I love that movie, and I'm looking forward to seeing something we go top on. My favorite, very good movie. Now, let's talk about, you know, still on the gender, you know, matter, because it's very important to me as an SDGs ambassador. Have you experienced any form of condescension or disrespect, you know, from your male colleagues, male folks, be it cast, crew, actors? You know, have you at any point in time experienced that? Anybody try to talk down on you because of your sex, you know, doing this?
So I'm going to answer this in two ways, right?
Okay.
The first question is about gender, but then the other question, or rather the other way that I like to answer it, is also being a first-time director.
Okay.
You know, because there are two things involved: it's being a first-time director and then being a female director.
Fantastic.
So obviously, yes, we would face, or I did face, you know, little, you know, bouts of condensation. But then one of the things that also helped to minimize, because I would say that even though I did, I kind of expected things like that to happen. So I try to minimize it by, first of all, showing everybody what I wanted, which was a 125-page treatment. So by the time I'm talking to you and I'm sending you a 125-page treatment, it's two things. You can't think that I don't know what I'm doing. You can't think that I don't know what I'm doing. You know, there has to be something in there. And thankfully, the people that I worked with, from, you know, the cast to the production team, you know, there are people who are very big and also supporting women. My lead actress is, my lead cast, Ifeoma Fafunwa, is big in the...
yes, she's an advocate.
Exactly.
I know,
is
for
an
gender
advocate
equality.
as well, you know, and she would always tell me, you know, we're going to take everything that you need to take. I'm here for you. I'm here. She's so supportive. She's amazing. So yes, as much as, you know, I got little bout of condensation, which I would always call out, because I really do not take like little things like that. So I'll always call out when I feel like, someone is trying to make me feel small, but at the end of the day, I try to create a situation where everybody feels comfortable enough to trust me to take feedback, because that is very important as well as director. But yes, I did face condensation. But
you want to mention anybody in particular?
Nah, not really.
Okay, but mostly was from actors or fellow directors or producers, or where did this condensation come from? Mostly.
No, it really
you know
wasn't
why?
from.
You know why?
Why?
We're trying to address issues. We're trying to prefer solutions by sharing experiences so that the right stakeholders can start to address specifically where these issues are coming from. So where would you say the condensation came from? Did it come more from actors or from producers, from crew?
I think it really wasn't a thing that anybody specifically, again, because I already buffered that.
Okay.
So it was difficult for these kind of things to stand out because I already buffered it. So even though I did it, I wouldn't say there's anyone that particularly stands out to me right now, because at the end of the day, I'll tell you for one, is that if I encounter things like that, I call them out and everybody just,
The truth is, when anyone watches the movie, you will observe that, your attention to detail is quite impeccable. Baaj did mention that when he stated
Shout
that,
out to
you
Baaj.
presented a huge booklet, and they were looking like, be blind and novel, we can't read on this paper. But he was impressed with it because, you detailed everything you wanted, from camera angles to some extent mannerisms and gesticulations, what you wanted to see, in your frames.
Yeah.
And that's really, really nice. So I was going to ask, when you do things like this, it takes a whole lot of mental energy. So who's your muse? Do you have a muse? Do you have, somebody, maybe a lover perhaps?
My family.
Your family. Oh, that's nice. It's nice to know that you're there. Who in particular?
Different people from my family inspire me at different points in my life.
Okay.
So I can't, but I mean, obviously we start with my mom. My mom
that's
and my
what I
dad
wanted
have
to
been very, inspirational.
Because when you say family,
growth.
that's a little vague.
Yeah,
there might just be a chance that it is
Yeah.
probably one distant cousin who is actually encouraging you. We've heard such stories where people say that their parents were totally against what they're doing. So that's why it's not enough to just say family.
Yeah.
You understand? So your dad and your mom are, they've been encouraging you.
Yeah, they've been very encouraging. They've been very encouraging. I mean, and they've been pushing me and supporting where they can.
That's
so
good.
I'm very grateful for them for pushing me this
We're
far.
grateful for you. Say something to them, man.
Love you, mommy and dad. Mwah.
We love you. Thank
We love
you so much. That's good. All right, so let's officially meet you now. So you tell us your full names, schools you attended, family background, what your parents did for a living and all that. You can tell us a little bit about your, growing up, what it was like and how you got into Nollywood too as well.
Okay, so my name is Wingonia Ikpi. As you know, I'm from Cross River State.
Okay, I know that they don't.
Okay, well, I was saying Wingonia Ikpi, as you know. Okay, so my name is Wingonia Ikpi. I'm from Cross River State, particularly Ugep. I really think that my place is the treasury of African stories. So
Yes,
I'm so proud to come from a space like that. I grew up a little bit in Abuja as well. So I went to FGDC, Buhari.
Okay.
Yes, and then went to...
So Kina Jausani?
No, don't worry.
Okay. All right.
And then went to Unical. So after Unical, I got into Lagos and started from... I think the first thing that I ever did was called Enos Demands.
Okay, that's a short film you
Yes,
made.
short
Yes,
film,
and it was a
yeah.
huge success too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't make it. I only wrote it. That was my
Okay.
introduction to the industry.
Wow.
Yeah, and it won the Best African Short Film at the
Yes.
film festival in Spain.
Yes.
So pretty much from there, I've always known that I wanted to do more than writing. I wanted to produce and direct.
Okay.
Especially at that time, it sounded like a Herculean task. It sounded like, oh, what do you think you are to be doing all of these things? But I got into Tinsale, I got into African Magic as a writer, and from there I decided to do my own short film, Otana. And it was Otana that got me, that Otana was my calling card
Yes.
into the Lost Days.
Oh.
Yes, because
okay.
there was a call for there was a call for 12 directors, right? It was just a call for directors put out by Native Filmworks and Michelangelo Production. That's Mr. Steve Gukas's company and Dutunola Kurin's company. So they put out this call and then I submitted. To be honest, I wasn't even really expecting anything. I just submitted and I was so surprised that I got called, that I got picked. And from the Lost Days, or rather from Otana, the Lost Days.
The Lost Days came.
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about, did you mention your primary school? Which primary school you go? Why not always Dutch primary school? You just went straight to FGCC Buhari. You don't know you have alumni, primary school.
Well, so...
Which primary school did you go to?
I went to St. Joseph's.
St. Joseph's?
St. Joseph's International.
In Abuja?
No.
In Lagos, yeah?
No, in Cross River State.
In Cross River.
Yes.
You know, because there's a St. Joseph's here in Lagos.
Really?
Yes, it's around that, like if you're heading towards Yanokpaja Road and all that, that Lagos Abeokuta Express or something like that. I went to St. Joseph's. I know the proprietress. Actually, of the school, St. Joseph's.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we used to attend the same church.
Nice.
So yeah. So that's nice. So that's where you attended?
Yes, in Cross River State.
So what did your parents, their occupation, what do they do for a living?
They're civil servants and business people.
Okay.
Really. Yeah.
So your dad's a civil servant and your mom is a
business.
So your dad works for the Cross River State government?
No, he actually works for the federal government.
Okay, federal. Look, in the federal, he has a federal portfolio. That's nice. Because I was going to say that. I mean, if your dad's a civil servant in the Cross River State government, I know Cross River State government is well invested in entertainment. And they have a daughter who's doing really well. Wouldn't be a bad idea for them to come sponsor film or something.
They really should be.
So you want to tell them?
There's an event pretty much that just ended. It's called African Film Finance Finance Fund, and then the government of Cross River State was there.
Okay.
And as much as you're focusing on tourism, which I think is great and has been one of the founding or has been one of the greatest events to hold in Nigeria, right? I do think that, we can branch out and do and invest in films, and I know that a lot of times when we want to do films is slavery, please, it's okay. Let's do other things. We have a lot of history. Slavery cannot be the only film that we continuously
because they produce some films,
in.
with that theme.
Yeah, and then, it's great. I'm not but I think that we can do more. We can do more because our place, right, Cross River State, I'm telling you, it's the treasury of African stories.
I know, you have gorillas in Ugep now. You have...
Not gorillas.
You have...
But yeah.
Yes, no.
So like, I mean, the slavery story is great and, sometimes we can do it, but also it'd be great to see other parts of Cross River State, and even the tourism can be featured in the films as well. So there's a whole lot that...
Tourism was actually what I was looking at when I said, because, I mean, the Cross River State has done quite a lot in that area, in that regard. It won't be a bad idea if you guys, build stories that are themed around, tourism or at least, spark up those kind of conversations.
Exactly. For instance, up north does did that well. The entire Festivalier spirit. So yes, it's very possible to do that in Cross River State using the
absolutely
the festival.
True. How do you manage your personal life? I'm sure there's a boyfriend, there's a man or something in the picture. That's me assuming. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But how do you manage this, with your personal life? What's your relationship status like? Are you married? Are you in a relationship? What's it?
Why are you asking though?
Yeah, people want to know.
Who wants to know?
People are watching. You know how people they watch this thing?
Send me an email or an email proposal, then you know.
Okay, so that means you're probably single. Because I know a guy will not tolerate this thing that you're doing. So, guys, for those of you who might want to ask, shoot your shot. You're safe. But how do you manage this? Because, the personal life is not one that includes or involves just a boyfriend. You have a family and you're obviously very close to them. Yeah. And you're obviously one who spends, spend some quality time in our home. So how do you balance that, that and workspace?
Well, I won't sit here and act like I have mastered the art of balancing business.
Nobody really does.
Yeah.
That's why we're asking.
Nobody really does.
You might have a strategy that...
To be honest, I'm still grasping that part of life, you know, and I understand that it comes with building.
Yes.
You know, this period where I'm pretty much in my building phase, I don't think that I'm allowed that luxury, to be honest. So it still gets mixed up sometimes.
Still shoot your shot, guys. Don't worry. Trust me. People always talk on this thing, but at the end of the day, shoot your shot. You know, if you have what it takes, you know, we are coming to that. She'll tell us what she likes. So, Wingonia, would you marry an actor? You know, you think you can marry an actor?
Wow. I feel like I've been...
Because you work very closely with them, you get to spend the bulk of your time with them, actually.
Wow.
So whether you like it or not.
And I manage them.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. Because you are managing them already. You have a talent show, a talent company where you're managing talents. I'm sure it's not just all female talent. And then you work closely with male actors, you know, with all them six packs and muscles and all those things. And some not so much. So you see a lot of pretty guys, a lot of guys, you know, different kind of guys, and probably, you know, some of the things you might like in men. Can you marry one? You know them better than you know other guys, as it is now.
I mean, I wouldn't say that I can't. I would just say that, you know, again, it really does. It's not the career that matters. It's the person.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to know.
Okay.
So actors, shoot your shot.
What?
Yeah. I still have more questions about the Lost Days. You know, I was going to ask, you know, I know there's a guy, Abdul wrote the story.
Yeah, Abdul Tijani.
How did you meet Abdul?
Okay.
How did it happen?
Okay, so...
the connection with you and the Lost Days.
Okay. So the same way directors, there was a call for directors, there was also a call for writers, and Abdul also submitted, you know, for one of those, for that writing call, right? And then it wasn't like they gave us the stories. There was actually a small session where we all played a little game, and you know, it was left to luck. So my luck fell on the Lost Days. And
it was a good felling of luck for the producers because, I mean, you know, they ended up picking up a director that, you know, basically nailed it. And the film is doing wonders. The film has done pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, so it's good. You know, shout out to them. They did well, then try.
Thank you to Little Filmworks and Michelangelo Productions.
Okay. So I don't think I can ask you how money was raised for it because that was not.
Yeah.
You don't know how they take to it. You understand? You just know, say you just come. You know, so what about casting? Were you the casting director on set? Well, you know, you pick those people, select the actors?
Well, I did submit a list, yes. So for each role...
So how many people from your list then pick?
So for Ifeoma Fafunwa, it was someone on the team that actually suggested her. And then immediately I saw her, I said, absolutely yes. You know,
that woman was not acting in that film.
Oh no, she
just interpreted. She was the character.
Yes, she became the character.
She was at home.
Yes. Then also Durotimi Okutagidi, who played Kola.
Ah, that boy.
Yes.
Durotimi. You finish work.
Yes.
Kola Baaj. Wow. Yes. So was Durotimi your selection?
Yes, actually.
And then Baaj?
We had. So Durotimi was my selection.
Okay.
Cynthia as well. Not really I wouldn't say my was. I mean,
but they were on your list.
Yes, basically. Okay. So it was a team effort. But then.
I'm particularly interested in who was on your list because it also goes to show capacity in being a good casting director too as well. Yeah. I'm sure you understand what I'm driving at.
I understand.
You know, so I want to know specifically how many people from your list made it to the set.
Oh yeah, I want to say Mr. Bimbo Manuel was always on my list.
Oh,
like,
fantastic.
He
was brilliant.
Yes.
He's always brilliant.
Always
Anyways,
brilliant.
I can't be saying he was brilliant.
Always brilliant. Always brilliant.
Always brilliant.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, pretty much almost everybody, to be honest.
Was on your list?
Yeah, almost everybody.
No, not
was
quite.
On my list.
Somebody else was on your list. We be say when I do training for we no workouts. When I come pick batch last minute. Yes, the reports got to us.
Well, it wasn't a training. It was just that, you know, conversations had started.
Yes.
Casting commissions has
Who
started.
was this person?
See, you have to ask Native Filmworks for this gist though. If I say you go send email,
Wanna give us scoop now? What's in the apple now? What we scoop?
Oh my God!
Wanna give us chop too now? Maybe we chop. Maybe people know what's in the apple now. Who be this person?
I think that this conversation might be something that we have open a bit later, but because both actors do not feel differently about each other.
Okay.
They
know each other?
Yeah, of course they know each other.
Okay, so Baaj knew who the person was.
Oh yeah, I mean he also knew who was taking over.
Baaj no greet tell us. Baaj. Baaj.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's nice that at least, last minute Baaj came and Baaj was
and
brilliant.
he killed
Baaj
it.
was exceptional.
I'll tell you something, right? For the other person, so the major characters had, a type sound that went with them. So Baaj, it was, you could hear this classical type tune under him that sounded a bit rough sometimes as well. So that tune was supposed to be more of a hip hop tune for the other person that was supposed to play the character.
Yes.
But then when Baaj came in, I listened to, because I like to do this thing where I listen to my actors and just listen to their personalities and their auras. So when Baaj was, so we started with that scene where Baaj was painting. Right? So like when he was painting, I just said, you know what, I don't think that this hip hop tune is for you. I think we should try something else. And then we tried a couple of things and then we got to class. And then when we got to the classical, he just said, I think this is it. And then he was trying to, so he didn't even know how to use his right hand.
No,
like that's how amazing, his left hand.
Yes.
That's how amazing Baaj is.
Yeah.
So at first he didn't understand why I wanted the left hand thing. He just, why left hand? And I said, just trust me on this. And I explained to him why, the left hand thing was very important to the story, and then we tried it a couple of times. So it was amazing. It was such an amazing
Yes, and
thing.
he also improvised, to show that he had issues using his right hand.
Exactly.
They said he got that off your detailed script, actually. That it was from your detailed script that he realized how important that was to you.
Yeah.
And then he improvised it, developed.
Yes, it was, and that scene was so amazing
Baaj is a
because
brilliant
he's amazing. But that scene was so brilliant because we had talked about the fact that for it to work, because as a person you're right-handed, right?
Yes.
So for something like that to work, you have to be doing something. So you're either doing something with your left hand, but the cheat code is for you to also do something else with your right hand.
Yeah.
So that it looks like your right part of your brain is also busy.
Yes.
That's the trick to it for people like us who do not eat.
Yeah, true.
And then we discovered that right there on set.
Yes.
So
Wow.
yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. And then when he did the thing with it was so great. When I saw it, I was, oh my God. And that is not the only scene that things like that have happened. The scene between him and Kola, Durotimi.
Yes.
The scene, I got everything in one take.
Oh, fantastic.
Honestly, it was the easiest scene to shoot.
Ooh.
The most beautiful.
Absolutely.
Honestly, so much
amazing.
chemistry. And then he came to me also because at that time, Kola was, in the film, Kola was a smoker.
Yes.
Right? So he and Kola had a conversation, and he came to me and said, "Director, do you mind if we try to use the pipe because the lady had do you mind if we try this?" And I like, actually, that's so freaking brilliant. Let's do that. And once I said that, he went in. He and Durotimi had a conversation, and I said, "Guys, are you ready for me? I'm just gonna let you guys roll. In this one, just give me what you think you can. All I want to see is the chemistry, you guys." And so we had rules: the hands, the eyes, the hands, things like that. We're supposed to, used to show either a lack of emotion or an emotional lack of, So things like that pretty much established Baaj as an amazing actor.
Oh yeah, he is. Baaj, you try.
It's
great. It's great. All right. So you mentioned somewhere that locations in the movie, act as memory. I wanted to find out from you how this philosophy translated into shot angles, color palettes, and even sound design for you.
Okay, oh, that's a really amazing question. So locations served as as memories because, for instance, we had locations like the Ulumo Rock.
Yes.
We had the one by the water. So those locations represented, the years that have gone by.
Okay.
They represent trusts. They represent, time.
Fabulous.
Which is, pretty much they represent time, which is pretty much one of our strongest themes. Sorry, what's the other question again?
Wanted to know how these locations translated into short angles, color palettes, and sound design for you. If this, in any way kind of like inspired, how, because obviously a very detailed person.
Yeah.
You have written your scripts and detailed all the elements you wanted to be in it, and then maybe get into these locations. You say, oh no, I think maybe this soundtrack to change. I think the color palette for this might be this way. I think it would be nice to have this kind of soundtrack for this.
So I'll tell you that the color palette itself was inspired by Abeokuta, but if you go to Abeokuta, you have the brown roofs and the green vegetation.
Loads of
and I just said
roofs.
to myself, well, what else am I looking for? You have orange, you have green,
Teal.
right? Just translate
translates.
that, So it also so then the thing for Abeokuta was that every time you saw Chisom, you saw her in orange.
Yes.
There's this light that she brings, and then she's taking it to this house that is colored with green representing some of the gritty parts and the not so glamorous part of our story. So
these are the things I want to hear. Because a lot of people. I mean, you have a lot of creative set directors. And I know they make quite an effort, but a lot of people just pay attention to building the sets itself, having the sets, the furniture part and all those things. But people are not very, very attentive to color themes in this part of the world in our movies.
Well,
people don't pay attention to how colors can actually impact, the viewer and impact the general theme of the film itself. The colors can influence even soundtrack. You understand? So I like to, discuss some of these elements.
Yeah, I mean, colors are very important to me, but I've also come to understand that all directors are not the same. So sometimes some directors might also rate certain themes and elements a lot higher than others.
To prioritize them.
Yeah,
basically.
prioritize them better than others. So, but also I like to prioritize elements that help to highlight.
Because in Hollywood they don't play with colors. I bet they lie, babe. they don't joke with colors.
Not the babe.
they don't joke with colors. With colors mean everything, whether it be in action movies, because that to a large extent, color grading is inspired by the colors in the film itself.
Exactly.
There are certain colors if you use, and you're going to color grade for an action movie, it's going to be a problem, whether you like it or not. You understand? Because when you see, say for example, epic movies, there's a certain color grade you see. Epic movies, we're talking about epic movies from Hollywood now. That's what I'm talking about. Like period movies. You understand? When you see those movies, there's a particular color theme. When you see action movies, you see the tint of blue and, some of them. That you see sci-fi, you see that tint of green and, some of those things. Now, imagine if you are shooting these films and then you have, very colors that are in huge contrast, to this. By the time you grade them, those colors are going to look funny and tacky. So I think it's very important, but don't miss your interview.
And also, I would also give huge props to Bola, who was the production design. So he also really helped us find a lot of these locations because he was from there. So he really helped us on locations. Yeah.
Great. All right. So what other talent do you have? Can you sing? Can you dance? Can you,
Well, I can dance actually.
So we'll play music for you because we want you to show us.
Wait, no, not today.
So, can you sing? Because you have a voice like you can sing.
No, that singing wouldn't really.
Oh, yeah, just sing anything for us.
What am I?
It doesn't have to be professional. You can sing a gospel song.
What am I going to sing?
See Baaj we do praising the Lord.
Really? That's true. Oh yeah, isn't that praising the Lord? That's.
So what do you go sing for us? Just any gospel song. What's your favorite gospel? What gospel song comes to your mind right now as you sit down?
Let's go.
Go.
Oh, is it just me? I thought we were going to sing together.
When you start, then I go follow you. You don't understand. Are you the lead now? You are leading. All
right, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
One,
so, till
1, 2, 2, 2.
What's kind counting?
The test mic now.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Kosi babire.
No, be na kosoba bi.
See, that's the thing now. Allow me to. Oh God.
I'm just correcting the lyrics.
No, that's the thing now. That's what I'm saying. Allow me to not sing. I just see these kind of things. I don't sing it in my head. I don't sing it outside.
Okay. Sing it. I don't correct you now because I like your voice sounds so nice. Kosoba bi.
Okay, all right, let's go. Kosoba bi. Kosiba bi.
Wow.
See the other one now. See the other one. Exactly.
Igwe. No, now you go sing. Now be me go sing for you. So if this one no work, you go find another song.
Okay, let's
Which other song you know? You know Celine Dion music. Crossover people with Celine Dion.
I don't know.
Crossover na quite people with Celine Dion. You know, yes, Celine Dion new latest.
Oh my God.
So you know which song? I think
I'm even gonna sing in my language.
Okay,
you know?
yeah, fantastic.
Let me think of a song.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay,
let's go.
Let's go.
I did, yeah.
So this song is a special. You know, during morning devotions back then at home. I'm gonna sing it for you.
You even
guys.
do intro for the song.
And if you
wow.
If you know this, sing with me.
Wow.
Lungana, lungano ba blumba yekba yeti. Lungana ba blumba yekba yeti. Damano ba blumba yekba yeti. Damano ba blumba. Let me tell you what it means.
What does it mean? Let's start from you first.
Let me tell you.
What does it
means, push everything that is standing in your way and move.
Pretty much what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Pretty much your story. You just sang your life. Take 5, Jari. What do you think are some of the challenges that young female directors like yourself face, and how do you think we can address them so that you can have a better work enabling environment?
Well, I think the first thing pretty much is that not just female directors, but female filmmakers like myself need more funding.
Okay. The male, they don't need more funding. Only the female need more funding.
See, you asked me to talk about the things that
sorry, no vex, I beg.
At this point, can you let me do my interview? Can you let me run my interview, Mr. Zidon?
Please run it. No vex.
Okay.
No vex.
Okay. So basically, first of all, is we need more films, more female director films. Films that are led by females, made by female filmmakers. First of all, we need that, right? There needs to be more opportunities for women like us to tell our stories.
Okay. Good.
Right?
I agree.
Yeah. There needs to be more of that. Well, you asked for challenges, actually, not even what should be done in the industry.
No, yes. When you talk about challenges, we want to also, suggest how the issues can be
help.
addressed. Yes.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, the rest of the challenges are pretty much, challenges that other directors, whether female or male, go through. Funding, we've talked about funding, we talked about the room for expression, more, because a lot of people say, the last days was amazing, but it's also because I had amazing producers and executive producers who allowed me own the story. Sometimes directors, especially young directors, are probably not even given the opportunity.
Okay.
I'll tell you another thing that young directors face is, I was very lucky and blessed to have cast and crew members who believed in me. Sometimes I've heard stories, It's just sometimes not every young director gets that type of support from cast, because it's always going to be, let this person not ruin my career, which I understand, But if you say yes to a project, then you should trust that the director
will do well.
And then if you don't trust that the director will do well, then just don't take the project.
That's just a problem. So I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Those are some of the issues that I would say.
So what about this whole disrespect, condescension thing? Do you think that thing is still on the high side, or it has,
because especially as a female, a lot of times it looks like you have to prove yourself twice.
Twice.
Yeah, so and sometimes, a man can be called a director, and it's a lot less, what do you know, what can you do, as opposed to a woman. And to be honest, right, I understand the society that we live in. I understand that sometimes some of these things cannot be combated. Sometimes you just have to make people trust you. I'm willing to do the work to make people trust me, but at the end of the day, people need to be more receiving to female directors and first-time directors, directors in general. Really.
So do you have you had those challenges? Using female directors have some of those challenges that female actors have, where people are telling them that, look, you have to come and sleep with me before I give you this film to shoot. Have you ever had that kind of experience? Do you know any female director who's had that kind of experience too?
I honestly do not know female directors who have had that experience. I haven't had it either, right? But I would not say that there aren't conversations like that, because obviously we hear these conversations, right? So we are aware that these conversations happen, or this type of things happen. Yeah, and yeah, they should stop, because at the end of the day, if someone comes to you with a proposal, if someone comes to you with a proposal, it's two things. You're not doing the person a favor. It's a two-way street. So why does there have to be any, the other thing about, sleeping with me and all of that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, so what was the most surprising emotional moment for you, either during production? I know you mentioned quite a few, or the first time you saw the film. I mean, when we were shooting, you know how you have it in your head that this is what I would like to see, in the script, and then you see it and it's even better. You know, what was that single most emotional moment for you?
I have two. One of the most emotional moments for me on set was, the scene where Babakola goes to prison and then disowns his boys.
Yes, that scene was...
I kid you not, when we're filming that scene, I was tearing up. So I remember that my supervising director and executive producer, Mr. Steve Lucas, was beside me, and he just turned and like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "No, I'm not crying, but no, I'm not crying. This is very emotional."
You see Uncle Bimbo and Kola in that scene.
So let me tell you that he went so deep in that scene that I think we did that in 2 takes, because personally I was also scared of letting him go as far as he went.
Wow.
For that scene. Like, thinking about it now, it was such an emotional moment.
Beautiful moment
because
too as well.
Because the film does represent so much, and you could see through his eyes at the prison, how much it meant to him, how much it meant to Babakola. You could see that at that point he's also even come face to face with his failures.
Yes,
so it was such an emotional moment for me.
Uncle Bimbo delivered.
He did.
He delivered.
And then for me as well was when after that Kola then drops to his knees. It was
when he was in Baba Mi,
and then he's leaving, and then his father is leaving, and he just drops. Because for me, it was that this guy Kola had always been, high up and all the while. So,
humility, how he became so humble.
I told Durotimi, who plays Kola, I said, "You've seen you here all the while. I need you to drop from where you were. I need you to actually let us know that you're sorry."
It is obvious that it was intentional, because the transition between the Kola who his father could not talk to the Kola becoming so vulnerable that, even you, they pity him, say, you were almost even feeling bad that the father was walking away and leaving him.
Yes, and you could
was
tell that
it's touching. He became a child.
Yes, because the vulnerability really comes from the fact that he wants his father to accept him. He because people struggle with things like this. These days, you'd have, all the...
I shake your hand again for this film. A lost days...
Yeah.
I'm never going to get tired talking about this film, but unfortunately we have to move on to more questions. All right, so which actresses, in your opinion, do you think, three actresses, are ready for lead roles in a blockbuster movie in Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Not 3 Nollywood actresses.
Nollywood.
Yes. That are ready for a lead role in a blockbuster movie in Hollywood.
I wish you asked me this question, sis, because right now my brain is... Please.
There are several.
I need you to know that there are several, and I have a lot of people coming to my head.
No problem.
But
These are the people coming to
I'm just going to, number one, I think Shafi Bello.
Shafi, okay.
I really want to work with her. I think,
okay.
She's amazing. Number 2, I'll go with Cynthia Clark.
Oh, okay. You already worked with her.
Yeah, and then number 3, I'll go with Miss Isiani.
Miss Isiani.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's transitioning into the actor, but she's such a good content creator.
Okay.
Who is transitioning into being an actor. I've seen her give her all, and I think she's amazing. And the industry needs to check out for her.
Yeah. Miss Isiani.
Yeah.
Wow, directors. Wanna know Miss Isiani. Okay, I'm going to start checking her out. Okay, what are your religious views as regards nudity and sex scenes? How far would you go?
I think it really depends on the story.
Oh yes, let's say the story really does. I mean, there are people who. That's why I asked your views. How far you're willing to go?
Yeah.
Are you willing to go as far as the story takes you? If the story really does require them to have sex on set. Are you
on set? I mean, nobody really has sex on set, though.
No, yeah. Some Hollywood movies, the people do it actually. People have done it for real.
Yeah, well, for real.
It happened. It was not intended, but it did happen. So I'm asking you, are you willing to go that far if the script does warrant that? Requires that, sorry.
So depends on the camera. I mean, camera angles are very important as well. You can tell the story nudity without actually.
No, we're not talking about camera angles. Now we're talking about you now. How far are you willing to
Madam
go?
Is laughing in the background.
Living. Let's forget about camera angles. Of course, we know the cheats.
So I want to do a romance film. I want to do an actual deep romance film that
Are there going to be sex scenes in it?
Well, it really depends. If it's needed,
you'll go. Yes, so you can go that far.
If it's without
without
needed.
The tips, Seth.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think if it's needed, let's just see.
This is what we wanted to hear. and when you make this film, how do you think that impacts your, religious views and your faith?
Again, it really does depend on the story. I don't think I want to do nudity for just nudity's sake.
No, we know. We're just saying that, yes. The story requires that you do that. You're doing this, you're doing justice to the script, okay? That requires that kind of activity, to interpret that scene better.
Yeah.
We've agreed, we've had that. So now, I'm saying, say you made a movie like that, how are you going to feel about it? Now, if people were to say, okay, see you're supposed to be a Christian, how do you think this impacts your faith? Basically, that's what I'm saying. What are your views? If a Christian makes a movie like that, what would be your view, of that person, your impression of that person? From a religious perspective, that is.
Well, I'd say that, at the end of the day, the person is doing the work. And, in this line of work, we say whatever it takes. Yeah, whatever it takes to get the job done, whatever it takes to interpret the story. Okay. So, yeah.
All right, good. I'm going to put you in the spot again one more time. Are you ready for that?
oh, wow. I think you've been doing that all day.
All day? Really?
Putting me in the spot.
But you've been such a good spot. Because you've been handling everything well, like a champ.
Thank you.
Are you kidding me? Baba, you're a spontaneous person. Maybe you're not supposed to act.
You see, I tried acting one time. No, not for me.
Not for you.
See, I tried acting one time at the Native Film Works, the training that we had.
The academy.
I'm so happy that they did not put out that thing that I did.
If not,
thank you, Steve Gukas. Thank you, sir.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you for not putting out that clip.
Steve Gukas actually deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, no, he does.
Because it's obvious that he's got an eye for talent. He knows how to spot talent and knows what they have the capacity for and what they're capable of doing. Yeah. Because, he was spot on with you. Yes. And Abdul.
Yes.
You guys make such a great team.
Yes, he's amazing.
All right, so let's go back to the spots that I wanted to put you in. You're trying to distract me. If you walk. I wrote it down. So now you're from Cross River State. I love Afang and I love Ekpankoko. But which is your favorite? Which one you like best? Which right now are you ready for at any point in time? Either Afang or Ekpankoko?
Please don't do that. That's a taboo in my place.
I know you guys have to pick that one. No, but let's say but say everybody must get it right.
That boy is Afango.
Is Afang?
But Ekpang. Oh God,
I feel your pain.
You see Ekpang when you use the palm oil with the infi, with the smell,
so how do you like your infi with the suck?
Yes, that one. I'm an African woman.
Oh, so you don't make it easy. So what you go do now? In 30 seconds, you hear? In 30 seconds, you're going to walk us through the process of making afang.
Ooh.
30 seconds. Are you ready? Your time starts.
Wait.
Let's go.
Okay, so first of all, you wash up all your ingredients. Yes. You have afang, you have water leaf, you have periwinkle, you have your meat stock, all of that stuff. First of all, you put your meat stock into the pot, put in all the ingredients, let it boil a little bit, then add your water leaf. Ensure that, it's well garnished, there's palm oil, and then cover it for a bit, right? Let it simmer for a little bit. Then you add in your afang. So your afang is supposed to be the last thing, right? So you turn it. Afang needs oil. If your afang is not oily, then you're doing it wrong. So ensure that, and then you
don't finish?
You don't finish now.
You don't put the meat too?
I don't put the meat for now. Meat with the first thing now.
Yeah, that meat with the first thing.
Yes.
Okay, so you put everything, join the meat.
Yeah, now.
But later we'll go check the time whether you do another 30 seconds.
Okay.
Or you try. And when you narrate, maybe you start a cooking show. Is that how you like food well, you like afang?
See, I like the one way I cook.
That was beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, any forthcoming projects that you like us to know, and maybe parting words for your fans?
Yes, Wingonia Blueprint, the company that I founded, actually has a project with Action Extreme coming out to the cinemas 31st of October. So please go to the cinemas, watch Son of the Soil. It's led by Razaaq Adoti. He's a British Nigerian actor.
Okay.
He also has Taya Rimuru, Damilola Ogunsi, Philip Asaya, Durotimi Okutagidi, Sharon Rotimi. Oh my God, you were in for a swell time.
Wow.
Because it's an action thriller, and action thrillers, first of all, they're amazing. And then this one is directed by Chi Cheong. Chi is British and a Chinese director. He's amazing. He's done pretty great work in the action field, and we can't wait for you to see what we've cooked come 31st October. So
this, you were a producer on this one?
Yes, I produced this one.
Coming up.
I was a producer on this one, and with other, producers as well. But then we handle the production here in Nigeria. It was shot here in Nigeria. We handle the entire thing here in Nigeria.
That's beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just checked out the refreshing, exciting edition of Movies Uncut. I hope you enjoyed everything. I'm blown away. I'm blown. I enjoyed it. I've learned so much from Wingonia Ikpi, young female director, producer, doing it, lost days. Waiting, I want to tell you now again. If you still haven't seen it till this point, I know you definitely want to go see it. Now, Zidon Paparella is my name. Thank you so much for watching. Big shout out to my wife, Ireti Doyle, for coming out, for doing what she does. Thank you for being on the camera. You're too much. Thank you so much, Wingonia. Please subscribe to Rella Inc. TV, okay? Subscribe. Like, drop a comment. Let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what you think of Wingonia's talent, her film, and of course the cooking. You see the afang soup, her singing. Tell us what you think. Okay? Let us hear what you think. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. From me, Wingonia, Ireti Doyle, we say peace and Heba!
Did you do it well?
Yes, one at a round. 1, 2, 3. Heba!